Hey, thanks for tuning in to Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Today, I want to talk about, is the block hydrolocked? Well, you would think that we're talking about a piston, we're talking about coolant got in there, blew the block up, something like that. Maybe it sucked up some water, they went through a flood, sucked up some water, and got in the cylinders and hydrolocked the engine. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about a normal head gasket job, just had a blown head gasket from coolant. Sent the heads out, had the heads machined, got everything cleaned up, brand new head gaskets on, new head bolts, and as the guy was torquing them, all of a sudden they were loose. So then he calls me over, take a look at it, and I immediately realize, oh, there's a problem here. So I pull out the head bolt and it's covered in oil. He didn't clean out the head bolts before he torqued them. So therefore it hydrolocked the hole, and the path of least resistance is the threads, so it pulled the threads out. So now the block had to be sent to the machine shop because they had to have a special jig to hook up to rethread these holes, because these holes were 3 or 4 inches down inside the block. So now not only did we have a head gasket job, now we had to get a new head gasket, new head bolts again, and we had to have the machine shop fix it. So, especially when you're doing head gaskets, you want to take an air nozzle and just blow out the hole. Blow out the oil, blow out the coolant. You don't need to spray brake clean in there. You don't need to clean the hole. You don't need to dry it. You just need to get the liquid out. Most of the time heads are torqued with lubricated threads on the head bolts anyways, just not a hole full of oil. So, I mean, really you want to do this anytime that you're doing anything where there's a bolt hole, because if you have coolant, if you have oil, it's going to blow out the threads. But a head bolts especially, you want to do this. So, thanks for tuning in to Nuts and Bolts with Tone. Check out my Instagram at Nuts and Bolts with Tone, and let me know in the comments below if you've had any problems like this, if anybody that you've seen do this before. See you next time.